cruising down the street in my 6'4".
How low can you go? Death row?
Just like that, somebody turned off the rain and the sun come out.
I'm your huckleberry.
Hey everybody, you don't know me, but I'm on TV, so you can trust me.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the This Is Tampa podcast.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Jen.
And this is Tampa. Today we got a special guest, Daniel Bustillo, with us.
Hey guys, my name is Daniel Bustillo. My friends call me Bigdogg. I'm also a real estate agent like this, guys. I specialize in transactions that involve home improvement and remodel that adds value.
Awesome.
Yes, he does.
Well, thanks for joining us today, Rob. Daniel.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here. Hopefully I'm here next time too.
Thank you, Jen.
Unless I get replaced.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Jeez.
So let's talk about what we're going to expect from today's episode.
Yep.
We're going to talk a little bit about another non-Florida man story.
Yep.
We're going to talk a little bit about this crazy hurricane Hysteria. What else are we going to talk about, Rob?
We're going to talk about, let me see, I gotta look at this thing. This Hurricane Hysteria, which is we're gonna go dig a little deeper into last week. We mentioned some stuff about hurricanes and being prepared. Mm-hmm. This week we're gonna dive a little deeper because it's a reality. It's happening right now with Dorian. So what did we get here? 25 things you might not know about Tampa.
Yeah,
yeah, we'll go over that. I know what it is because I went through the article, but
right.
Jen and Bigdogg, they don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, so we're gonna see their reactions and see if they know some of this stuff.
I've been living here for 28 years, and there's a lot I don't know about Tampa.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to learn.
Yes.
Every day.
Yeah, well, you might know some of them. I mean, there's some obvious ones, but there's some pretty interesting ones. And then we're going to talk the restaurant of the week, and give you a real estate quick tip.
Yep.
And talk about the events or non-events this weekend.
Yes. Lack of events.
The rain out, yeah,
Go away.
Possibly. If you watched our if you watched our promo video, then our official weather report, then you'll know that it's not going to come anywhere near us.
Nope.
Naples, watch out. If you haven't watched that, check it out.
Yeah, our meteorologist Rob here really nailed that down. So we should be good, but hey, you never know. Good to prepare. So let's start with the non-Florida man story. So I found another good one for you today. I'm sorry, Texas, but we've got another Texas story. But this one is a Texas woman. It's not a Texas man.
Oh yeah, I told you a woman.
Hey, I'm trying, you know. So here we go. Non-Florida man story. Texas woman uses a power saw to break into a Botox clinic. So I'm gonna play the story for you here.
A power saw.
Power saw.
That's the power saw.
Security cameras catch this woman using a power saw to try and steal anti-aging products from a Houston area Botox clinic. Sugarland police say the woman was driving a Mercedes SUV, you see it here, when she pulled up to the Botox RNMD spa on Southwest Freeway around 8:25 Friday night. The spa's owner told KTRK the woman used a power saw to cut through the window and steal the products. Now, if you know who she is, the owner has a $5,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest. Sugarland police are investigating and asking anyone who recognizes the woman to go ahead and give them a call. Katie Johnston for CBS 11 News.
Hear that, guys? $5,000 reward in Botox dollars. You probably get free Botox for life.
Yeah, you know what? I think I would take that over the $5,000, like a year worth of supply of Botox. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you done
Maybe
Botox?
A couple years. Of course I do.
Oh, really? Wow.
Of course I do. What woman doesn't?
Did you ever do the vampire facial?
No. No, that scares me a little bit.
Do you know what the vampire facial is?
No, this is the first time I heard about it.
I just heard about it too, like last week, watching an episode of that. Was it Christine and Turek show? Yeah, the guy went and got one.
Flip or Flop.
Flip or
right?
Flop, is that it?
On HGTV, Christina
Yeah, yeah.
Elmusa and Tarek Elmusa.
Yeah. Well,
Watch a
yeah,
lot
they're
of
not.
TV.
They're not. They don't have the same last name
Oh,
no more.
They got
'cause-
divorced.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
So what'd you hear about the vampire facial?
Yeah.
What I hear by, I saw what it does. It's that's not something I would be willing to do. I know there's a few places here in Tampa that do it. It's like $1,200 to $1,500,
Yeah.
something like that.
It's supposed to be really good. Kim Kardashian does it, and you know, look how beautiful she is. So there's something to it. You know, Tarek's not too bad himself. So
She gets
I
like
think they're,
ass implants too, though.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, you know, I ain't about to do that either. I don't
You
care
gotta
how
take your-
flat it gets. What do you think?
You know what I love is natural beauty. Some people don't see that. You know, you have it.
Natural aging too.
You know, people are using filters on their cameras and they're hiding that natural beauty. Why?
Aw, that is so sweet.
Seriously.
It's true. It's true.
Well, you know, I guess some people. He didn't look too good right after. I'll tell you that. I mean, it looked like he was involved in a wreck and skid his face across the pavement.
Oh my goodness.
It was bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I would not recommend that. I would do Botox like before
Yeah.
ever, because first they got to draw your blood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they draw your blood from your arm
Oh, for the vampire.
for this treatment, and then they spin it in a centrifuge, and it takes out like the rich blood platelets,
Right.
and then they
Inject them
inject it into your face
Wow.
with some other
Oh, I
stuff.
thought they just like put it on your face.
Well,
They
there's two different
poke it
ones.
into your face?
They actually, they
Oh,
give you
gosh.
like a bunch of shots,
Oh,
like
I
little.
don't know about
they
that.
put- yeah, well,
Unless it's really effective.
don't you get the shot for like the
yeah,
Botox?
but they're not that bad. They're
It's
not that
probably the
bad.
same thing. I don't know. It looked like a murder scene on that show. It was not good.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't see my, beautiful face and covered in blood.
Yeah, but you know. the
That was from
after
like a
effects.
music video or something.
Yeah. What can you do? Well, sorry to the state of Texas again. We had to call you out 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, Texas. Well, at least it was a different gender this
I
time.
know. Hey,
At least it
we'll
was a
try
woman.
for another state next time, but
Yeah,
you know.
she probably should have took an Uber there instead of using her own car.
I know.
She was driving a Mercedes. She's got money.
No.
Well,
you just really need that
yeah.
Botox. Oh
Well,
God.
hey, whatever. They're stealing fajitas in one week and Botox in the other.
Yep.
Jeez.
Everything, it's open game on whatever.
Texas.
Grab what you can.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of that, like grabbing what you can.
Oh man.
How's the getting right now for water and
Man.
generators?
I went to 4 different stores and there's no water.
Oh my God.
Generators next on my list is going to be overpriced, that's for sure. If I even find one.
Yeah. Well, you'll find in November they'll be on let go.
Yeah.
Like everybody will be giving them away.
Yep.
They'll be selling quick.
Go away, Dorian.
I know.
Yeah, everybody go with the water. What is with that?
Yeah.
Hurricane hysteria.
Hurricane hysteria is right. I went to the
Yeah.
gas station this morning and it was just wild. You know, some of us actually need gas to get through the day sometimes, and people are just hoarding it. They're filling up their gas cans.
I've seen that.
Especially in your big ass vehicle.
Yeah, I know. I got a huge Suburban, so I need the gas just to get my kids to and from school. I went to the grocery store yesterday to get some bread because I needed to make them PB&Js for their lunchbox today, and almost all the bread was gone. It's ridiculous. People are going crazy, and the hurricane's not even gonna hit us. So
No, I know it's not. It's gonna go right. It's gonna hit Naples.
it's gonna
right?
hit Naples.
The very scientific method.
But we still could get some winds and knock power out. Who knows? That's the thing. Going days without power is not a good thing.
Yeah.
So you don't have do either one of you have a generator?
No. I don't know. The
Oh.
generator thing scares me because I'm scared I'm gonna like kill myself on accident. You know? It happens
Yeah,
all the time.
that's one of the things that.
Guys, keep the generators outside. Don't
Right.
keep them inside. You don't want to breathe that. Keep them outside.
Yeah, every year, you hear a hurricane story and there's a death. You're like, wow, it wasn't even that bad over there. Maybe they lost power or whatever, but that's what they did. They choked themselves on exhaust from the generator.
I think 2 years ago with the last hurricane that we had, I read a story where the parents went to work and they left the generator running in the house.
Oh,
2 kids in the
no.
house, they died.
Oh my God, that's
Come on.
awful.
Right.
Oh my God, yeah, you gotta be careful. if
Keep
you're
them
gonna use
outside.
those
Yeah,
tools.
outside, not even in the garage, like outside the garage. Outside in the back patio, whatever, somewhere.
Get Bigdogg, he'll guard the generator for you. Because I know that's what you're afraid of. Somebody's gonna steal him. I get it. Call Bigdogg, and I'll come over there and personally guard your generator.
Or
There you
get a bike chain or something, you know, just strap it down, whatever. You know, just it's not worth it to keep it inside and
Yeah.
choke yourself to death.
One good thing I can tell you, in the Tampa area at least, we have a great meteorologist named Dennis Phillips. He's got a huge Facebook following. He's got over 200,000 followers, and he's really good at posting the updates with hurricane tracks and the models every few hours. I know with Irma, I was following him constantly, and he was posting at 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, and he does not sleep. So if you know anything about Tampa weather, you probably know about Dennis Phillips, but if you don't, check him out on Facebook. He's a great resource.
Dennis Phillips. Shout out to Dennis Phillips. And
You couldn't get him in.
No,
yeah, couldn't get him today. It's, you know, he's busy tracking this storm. But same thing with Jim Cantor. We tried to get him on the podcast, but apparently he's on his way down to, well, he better be in Naples, yeah, right? That way they can do the fake moonwalk, you know? Like they got caught, what was it, 2 years ago? Where they showed him blowing or whatever. There's another guy just like walking behind him, and this guy's like holding on to a tree or whatever, acting like he's getting blown away.
Oh man.
Whatever that happens.
Yeah.
They gotta make it extra dramatic.
Yeah.
It's not dramatic enough.
I love it.
Meanwhile, everybody's shitting their pants, you know, especially first time, you know, people that just moved here
Yes.
within the last year and never
I know.
went through this. They don't know. I
It's
mean,
scary. You know,
we're kind of hardened by now. We're just like,
right. It's gonna rain. It might flood
Yeah.
a little, but
go get some beer, go get some
My
snacks.
last client that just moved from Ohio, they're not used to this.
Oh,
I texted
yeah.
them yesterday. I said, "Don't forget, you got the side burner in case you lose power."
That's right. I forgot about that.
I got them a grill for their closing. I made sure, because they're from Ohio, I made sure I had the side burner and prepping for this hurricane season. Look, Bigdogg looking out already.
Yeah, and guys, if you haven't watched that video, it is on, you know, it's on Bigdogg. Follow Bigdogg.
Yes.
Follow me. We're making these videos. It's a great testimonial video. Check it out. We got another video coming up about Epperson,
nice.
featuring the Bigdogg. He'll give you a little tour of the neighborhood.
That'll
So
be a good one.
be sure to check that out as well.
Check out Jen Wiggins too for
Oh, thank you.
Corey Lakes.
Corey Lake.
Corey
Yeah.
Lake Isles.
Corey Lake
represent.
Isles. That's her hood. So she's repping her hood.
It's a beautiful community.
It is.
Get
It
a hold
is.
of Jen.
So
we
is
got a lot.
Epperson, though. They're all great.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot more videos coming too. There's just, you know, too much.
Yeah.
There's so many communities going up in the Tampa Bay area. So get a hold of any of us. We'll give you a personal tour
Yes.
and show you what they have.
Yeah, what's good.
Yep.
Anyway, getting back to the hurricane stuff, you had posted something pretty interesting on
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah. Man, I was thinking, how about the mulch bags? You know, using the mulch bags instead of sandbags.
That's a good idea.
What are you gonna do with the sandbags after you know, you can make a small kid sandbox.
Sandcastles. You can donate them to the sandcastle
But
building.
mulch you're always gonna need. So I think they're like 10 bags for $10. You said?
No, five for 10 right
bags
now
for
at Lowe's.
$10.
Yeah.
There's no line. So hey, get some mulch, stack them up 3 stacks high, build your dam, and it's gonna work out.
Yeah, $20, man. You'll have 10 bags, and then you'll be able to use them and set them
You
up
need them
around.
anyways. I get it. Sandbags are free. But
Beautify.
you gotta drive over there. You gotta wait in line. There's nobody in line at Home Depot.
Don't you
or
have to
Lowe's.
dig your own sand too? That's what I heard. You have to dig your own sandbag. That's kind of
Well, they have
some
like a hopper that fills it, but like yesterday, I guess I saw on the news it was getting clogged because it was wet. The sand was wet, so
Oh my
I mean, you're looking
Lord.
at
Working through
25, maybe 30 pounds per bag.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
just too much. And then you gotta lug sand around.
Man.
yeah,
That was
nah,
a great tip.
How are you
with the
gonna get it
mulch.
home? You can't put that many bags in there. You'd be driving.
yeah. Put it in your trunk. Yeah,
Oh my
put it all around. Put it like a air balloon where they got it hanging out the sides.
Yeah, so
The
mulch,
airbags.
mulch is a great idea.
Or
go over there and get the mulch.
yeah.
Well, another one I've got for you. I have 2 dogs, 2 Tampa Bay Beagle Rescue pups. And one of them does not like to go outside even when it's just raining to go potty. So she has a little spot in the house that she likes to use the potty on. So I recently just started putting potty pads down, and she's actually using them because I put them in the spot where she goes. So when it's raining out, the hurricane storm, you don't want to let your dogs out. That's another good thing to have. Run over to Petco, something like that, Amazon, if you still have time, and get some potty pads for the dogs. That way they can relieve themselves and not have it all be all over your floor.
Yeah. My dog's going outside whether she likes it or not. I ain't putting no potty pads in my house.
Oh,
Sorry.
your poor dog.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Nope.
Well, I guess I have pampered
Like
pets.
you're going out one way or another.
Not if your trees are flying across your yard. You're not going out there. Your dog will fly right away.
Well, she's gonna have to hold it because it ain't happening in the house. I mean, I seen that like they were taking like those little kids pools, the plastic kids pools, and putting like some sort of turf or something down.
Oh, some sod or something.
Sod, yeah.
But then
Letting them do that, it's still gonna stink.
It
And
is.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
but-
and then what are you gonna do afterwards?
I know. I don't know.
Take all that sand and make a sandbox?
Put it in your sandbox.
Yeah.
Oh my
Put that in
God.
your sandbox.
What else? Any other unique tips that you might have?
Well, make sure the lights are, any flashlights, lanterns, whatever you have. If they're rechargeable, charge them now. If you need batteries,
That's a good idea.
yeah, you better get them. If you haven't, Amazon, maybe you can get it 1-day delivery if you got Prime.
Yeah. It's a good idea to start charging those things now, though.
Yeah.
Before the power starts.
I just did it this morning. I put a couple on the charger because I have several that are all rechargeable,
Nice.
flashlights and lanterns and whatnot. But make sure you got candles just in case it lasts more than a few hours.
Yeah. Another thing you can do, so you're not in the predicament of now there's a hurricane coming and you have to go get water, is just start stocking up on water over the summer. Every time you go to the store, grab a case and just stick it in the corner somewhere in your house where you don't see it, and that way you have it there.
Yeah.
Because now everyone's looking for water and no one can find it.
I was actually thinking about that this morning, getting those gallon jugs and just start filling them up.
Yeah, with tap water.
Well, that was the thing.
I mean,
you can't keep
fill
tap
tap
water
water.
long, but
Yeah.
wait,
I have my, I think I told you this. I have a couple of filters.
Yeah.
I mean, I can grab water out of a pond and filter it. Like if it got that bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I got
That
one
is a
that's a
good
portable
idea.
one. That goes in a backpack or whatever. I think it's good for like 60,000
They
gallons.
must have. I
And
mean, if
then
the
I
water's
got-
contaminated, you can use those filters, right, to cut.
Yeah, it's like my bug out bag. I got a bug out bag with all that stuff in it. But I also have like a home one. It's like 2 barrels. It's like a Berkeley or something like that. But it's that one's good for like 120,000 gallons or something along those lines.
Nice.
So yeah,
Okay.
it tastes like mud water, but it'll be
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah. That's a good. I'm gonna go buy myself a filter after this.
You should have one. I mean, you never know if
Those
it's
are good things to have
Yeah.
for any reason.
like I don't have. I mean, I got I think 2.5 gallons of water because I went out looking like you did. And I can't find it. I'm just buying, whatever, beer, Gatorade, whatever,
Yeah,
stuff
there's
to
a lot
drink.
of Gatorade at the store still. I know.
Yeah.
What's gonna go next?
Overpriced Gatorade.
It's Gatorade, man.
Yeah, overpriced.
That's a Florida. That's a Florida drink.
Yeah.
Gatorade.
Another thing, I don't know if we just mentioned this, but portable chargers.
Oh yeah.
But get some of those and load them up, charge them from the outlet, and then that way when your phone starts dying and the power's out, you stick it into the portable charger, give you a couple more hours
Yeah.
of juice.
Power banks.
Okay, well good. I'm glad we had some tips. And guys, seriously, the hurricane hysteria has got to stop. I know most
Right.
people probably feel like us, you know.
Hey, just
but-
make sure you got some tunes in your phone. You got a charged battery. You got beer in the fridge. Some bugles in the in the
Bugle.
cabinet.
Those power banks that you had, Jen, that's a great idea, man. I didn't think about that. Power
Yeah,
banks.
just grab
Try
some
to
of
get
them.
extra power just in case.
Inverter. You got an inverter
No,
for your
no,
car?
no.
That works too. Like you just use off your car battery, and you can charge your
That's a
phone
good
or
idea.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you can't find a generator, get an inverter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get them fairly cheap, $50, so you get you a decent one.
Just enough to run the refrigerator. That's all.
Well, it ain't gonna run
Oh,
fridge,
that's
but
a good idea.
not a full size fridge.
I thought
But-
I read
well,
somewhere
you'd have
how-
to get like a more expensive, like a couple
big
$100 worth.
box.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, you
I
can
could
do
swear I
that.
read an article one time.
But
this guy
listen,
had a prison.
If you're gonna run your car to charge the battery, same thing as a generator. The exhaust, make sure it's
yeah.
not in the garage
Yeah.
and you're, got the doors closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure it's the exhaust is going outside. Same
Oh,
thing.
So scary.
So, all right, let's get to this. Top, or what is it? Top 25 things you might not know about Tampa.
I'm really
Alright.
interested on this.
I know.
Find out.
They don't know.
Ah.
All right, so don't cheat.
Okay.
Don't be
I
looking
can't
over
look.
here. I see you. I see you over here looking over my back. All right. Do you know where the name Tampa comes from?
No.
Like, would they just put
never
some
thought
letters
about it.
together and it's spelled Tampa, and they're like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah, I just figured some Indians just claimed the Tampa.
Yeah, maybe. The Seminoles
love
did that. Is believed actually to come from the Calusa phrase "sticks of fire,"
Oh.
which
Interesting.
that's probably because Tampa, it says here, sees some nasty lightning each summer, which is how the local hockey team got its name.
Oh.
Lightning? Oh.
Lightning. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
apparently sticks of fire, lightning. You get it?
Huh. So
Like-
Tampa equals sticks of fire equals lightning.
A lot
Yeah.
of lightning.
A lot of lightning,
I
sticks
like
of
it.
fire, Tampa. Now you know.
That's interesting.
Here's one. Did you know, or do you know how long it took from the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, from the time that they were conceived to the time that they had their first kickoff return for a touchdown?
How long?
It took them 25 years.
Oh
25
my
years
gosh, wow.
before they got their first
Kickoff?
kickoff touchdown.
When did they start? When did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get
You know,
founded?
that's not on here. But thanks for asking.
Well, now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, you look that up.
All right, let's find out.
I don't want to drop no knowledge that
25
I
years
have
is
to
a
be
long
fact
time.
checked again. By the way, last week my math was way off on the story about the fajitas. You know, it was actually like 24,000 per
Oh my
year
goodness.
of
Fajitas.
that he got put away.
That was a
Yeah,
good one.
about 24,000. So anyway, that's a little fact check.
All right, here's another fact check. Tampa Bay Buccaneers were founded in 1976.
Dang, you were about not
I was-
conceived yet.
I was negative.
You were negative.
I was
You
negative.
were probably getting. Well, you weren't born either. What the hell? I was the only one
born in
around.
80, 1980.
God,
80s babies, I like it.
I'm the oldest. I'm old. Damn, I was 2 years old already.
Oh my goodness. See, now you're gonna get yourself some Botox
yeah.
and
How you
vampire
guys gonna
facials.
say?
I don't need it.
You don't.
I don't need it.
Aw.
I got the olive oil in my
Yeah.
blood that just keeps me looking young.
There you go.
Good.
Good
That's
genes.
right. Here's an interesting one. Did you know that Babe Ruth hit his longest home run ever during an exhibition game here in Tampa?
Really?
Oh, wow.
Do you know how far it went?
No, how far?
What do you think a typical home run goes?
Well, I'm not really sure. What, 300 feet? Is
A
that
little
high?
further,
Really?
about closer to 400.
400 feet?
Yeah, anywhere. It depends on what park you're in, but
Right, because I was thinking here in Tampa, I don't think the park's that big.
no, I don't know. I'd have to fact check that one too. I don't know how far out it's probably like 380 or something like that, 360 maybe. But it went 587 feet.
Wow.
587 feet.
Goodness.
Yep. That's what all that beer and hot dogs would do
Wow.
for Babe Ruth.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting facts. I did not know.
How about this? During Prohibition, Tampa was one of the top sellers of illegal liquor in the country.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how that occurred. Did they make it themselves? They made like
No, they're
moonshine or
probably
something?
importing it from like the Bahamas or
Yeah.
down south,
Yeah.
into the port, and then
Right.
distributing it here. I think I did see a movie or TV show. I think it was on Boardwalk Empire actually, where they came down to Tampa to make arrangements to, distribute the booze to bring it up to New Jersey and everywhere else.
That makes sense. Yeah, 'cause they've got the port. So I like it.
Speaking of the port, I'm gonna kind of jump around a little bit here.
Okay.
But did you know that this is the largest port? I think it is, or the second.
Oh, the port of Tampa.
The port of Tampa.
Really?
It is
Second largest?
Tampa Bay. It says right here, Tampa Bay may be Florida's biggest port, but the waterway is surprisingly shallow, only 12 feet deep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Those big cruise ships can
So it's
go through
Florida's
12 feet.
largest port,
Wow.
which is saying a lot. I mean, considering you got
Yeah.
Miami, you got
I would've thought
Cape
Miami.
Canaveral, where I used
I'd
to.
like to see more action
look at
into
it.
this port. I think we need it.
Yeah.
Start bringing more ships out here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're in Channelside right now.
I think
you know?
there is a new ship coming in 2020 or 2021. Celebrity cruise
really?
line.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll be
I think
Wow.
Carnival's the one that comes over here now,
Carnival.
right?
Maybe
Carnival and,
Royal Caribbean, maybe?
Royal Caribbean, yeah.
And then like Holland or something like that, right? Or Norwegian, I don't know.
Norwegian, maybe. Holland.
Yeah, we don't get a whole lot.
There's definitely big plans.
Holland.
Isn't there something
One
called
of those,
Holland?
I don't know. Yeah, one of those butter making countries.
Sounds where they can bring all the butter they want.
Yeah.
Now I gotta look that up. Let me fact check that one.
There's definitely
Holland.
big plans for Tampa.
I know there's a Holland one. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. Downtown Channelside area, big plans going
Here's
on.
the #1 export. Do you know the #1 export out of Tampa?
I don't know.
You would never guess it. I mean, go ahead and try
I was
it. But
thinking cigars, but
Yeah.
cigars, maybe at one time, but
#1
it's
export.
actually phosphate.
phosphate.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, there's all the phosphate fields.
They have
There is?
phosphate fields out here?
Yeah,
Where's
well, it's in like the
phosphate?
middle of the state.
Oh.
So you
Yeah.
gotta go inward. You gotta go through like Lakeland,
Oh.
Bartow.
Really?
But there's
Do
a
they
lot
have like
of-
signs that say like the
Yeah.
phosphate
You can smell
I
like
it.
think so.
ranch or whatever?
I don't know.
How do they? I mean, it's used for fertilizer, right?
Phosphate's a really strong smell, so when you get near a plant, it's really strong. Now, can you imagine living in the area?
What's it smell like? I hope
my gosh.
It's a
don't,
really
it don't
strong
smell good.
smell.
It smells like eggs or something.
Almost like that.
Wow.
like bad
oh
eggs.
my.
Yeah, I won't want that. How come it can't smell like donuts or something?
That sounds delicious.
You know? Yeah. Why does it gotta smell like eggs?
All right, so cruise lines at Port of Tampa, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian, not Holland.
No Holland one.
I swear there's a Holland cruise line. I'm gonna look it up.
Sorry, Holland. You know, I'm sure.
Just keep making that better. Holland America. I knew
Oh,
it.
you're right. Look at
I
that.
knew it existed.
You're right. It does
Oh,
exist.
My goodness.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you go.
Holland. Okay. Well, there you got it, Holland. And what do we got here? So,
Oh, I see. The
Cigar
#1
City?
export used to be cigars. That's why it's known as Cigar
Yes.
City.
That's what I was
Yep.
thinking.
Yep,
It
got
says
lots
right
of
here,
Cigar factories here.
yeah, it's still known, obviously. Cigar
Ybor
City,
City.
Tampa, Cigar City. 1929, the factory at Ybor City rolled approximately 500 million stogies.
That's incredible.
There's a lot of people smoking stogies back then.
Yep.
Jeez, that's a lot.
Wow.
Anyway, 1980s, the city moved on to other hobbies, it was widely considered the death metal capital of the music world. Is that an interesting fact? The death metal
I don't know about
capital.
how
You know,
what
like,
kind of a hobby that is.
well, remember, like, Seattle's known for grunge, right? It's the birth of grunge rock, metal, you know, with Pearl Jam and Soundgarden, Nirvana,
Okay.
whatever. This was apparently death metal.
So who's like? Is it like Marilyn Manson or something? Or?
No,
I
Marilyn
don't
Manson is like, God, he's no. He's
don't know.
Fruit Loops compared to like some of these bands.
Oh,
You're talking like Sepultura. I don't know. Sepultura is not from here. I know they're from like another country. Death, Obituary, just some Cannibal Corpse. I don't know if they're from here, any of these bands, but those are death metal bands.
Definitely death metal.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
I'll stick to my my Elton John and my Billy Joel. I don't need that death metal in my life.
No, they come here. They're actually Billy Joel and Ellen John are coming here soon, right?
Yep, we're going to the Elton John concert. My husband and I am excited.
You are?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
He was supposed to come last year, and then he had a concert in Orlando the night before, and right before the concert started, like literally 5 minutes, they canceled it because he had an ear infection.
How old is he now?
An ear infection? What the hell's he need his ear for?
I felt so bad for all those people. They got there, they checked in, they parked, and then the next day was a Tampa concert, so they canceled the Tampa one too. So now it's this year. We're almost there.
Seriously though, what is the other guy? Was it Mozart? Couldn't hear or didn't have ears or whatever? Was it Mozart?
Mozart.
Oh, I never knew that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Beethoven, no?
I don't know. It was one of them, but you know, the show must go on. Like,
I guess so. I know. Come on,
ear
Elton
infection?
John.
Come on.
Oh,
This guy's like, I think he cut his own ears off. The guy, yeah.
If Michael
He was
Jordan can
tripping
play
out.
with the high fever,
yeah.
And score what? He scored like 62 points in that game.
with the high fever.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was against my Celtics,
Wow.
actually. Yeah. Yep.
I like it.
Here's an interesting factoid that I couldn't believe. As hot as it gets here in Florida, the temperature has never reached 100 degrees.
Oh wow, that is interesting.
Shit, it feels like
It sure does.
Every day.
It feels like 100 degrees, but it never hit, like officially hit 100 degrees.
Gosh, wow.
Can you believe that?
You know, I worked in Texas for 4 years almost, and up there's triple digits, 112 degrees.
Gosh.
That hot.
Yeah, that's
oh,
hot,
I
man.
can't imagine.
112 degrees.
Oh.
Yeah, it feels like it here. I think it's because of the moisture in the air.
Yeah, it's very
It just
humid
feels a
here.
lot hotter.
It really does.
You feel like you're taking a hot
You
bath
feel like you're
all the
melting.
time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
God forbid you leave your car in the parking lot for a couple hours. Oof.
I saw
That's the
somebody
worst.
posted like on Facebook. They're like, "This is what it's like living in Florida." They go, "Imagine just taking a hot shower and just putting your clothes on."
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, not drying off. Just put your clothes on and go. That's what
There
it feels
you go.
like in
It's
Florida.
True. It's so
Hot
true.
and wet.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, it's
Oh,
good for keeping the weight down. Like you don't want to be. You're sweating all the time,
Yep,
so
there you
you're not
go.
carrying much water weight. But you gotta have water. You gotta have lots
What
of
else
water.
you got there? You got another one?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This one's kind of, just like, yeah, you should have known that. It's obvious.
Right.
But the first mechanical refrigeration system
Uh-huh.
was invented by a guy from right here in Tampa,
Oh.
John Gorey,
That's a
in
big contribution.
1851.
Wow. I
Which
wonder what that looked like.
It led to AC, So,
Oh,
yeah,
thank God
first-
for that guy.
yeah, he was probably sick of, sweating his ass off, even though it didn't get 100 degrees here, but he's like,
Got the
man,
right idea.
yeah, thank God.
Thank you.
Goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bless God, thanks.
We are
That's
forever grateful.
that's like my biggest fear with this storm is just the power
I
going
know,
out.
the air conditioner, that's
And
mine too.
because I can't sleep. There's no way.
No,
Well,
no.
I'm
it's
making
so-
sure there's enough gas in my car to get me to the nearest hotel, which
Right.
even if it's in Georgia, like I
Yeah.
can
you
get
get
there.
there, traffic's gonna be crazy. Just
Oh,
trying
I
to get out.
know.
Well, that's if they, you know,
If it hits the fan.
yeah, if they make people evacuate, but I don't think that's not
I
gonna
doubt
happen.
it. Again, hurricane hysteria. It's gotta stop.
Yeah, I told you
But I hear
that.
what
You
you're
know, the
saying.
last episode we talked about the time I did actually like take off and went to Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
Oh,
If you didn't hear that story, it's in our last
Yeah,
episode.
go check out the last episode.
Yeah, I almost got shot. So
Interesting. Oh man.
yeah,
All right, you got one more on there? Another good, interesting factoid, or
yeah.
Fun fact.
This is also was mentioned last week.
okay?
The Cuban sandwich.
Oh
wow,
man,
yeah.
so good.
You're making me hungry already.
You know what? Yeah, I know you're hungry all the time. But it's not actually Cuban.
Oh,
In fact,
interesting.
it was likely, it says likely,
Okay.
invented in Tampa.
Okay. I wonder where else they think it could have been invented.
Cuba,
Oh,
maybe?
I was thinking like Miami or something.
Well, okay, maybe. I don't know.
Well, you know, there's two types of Cubans. There's a Tampa Cuban and a Miami Cuban. The Miami Cuban has salami on it too.
Ooh, I like salami.
It's good.
I don't like the ones with mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise.
Oh, I've never seen a
Bigdogg
Cuban
knows
with
this.
mayonnaise.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
found
oh
out.
yeah, there's some with,
Oh.
with
Apparently
mayonnaise.
he's allergic to mayonnaise.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't do mayonnaise.
At the last event,
I'm
we had
allergic.
some Cubans made up, and he was Bigdogg spitting. Make sure there's no mayo. We didn't want no allergic reaction.
No.
Yeah, it should just be mustard.
I know.
Mustard, you know.
That's not a real Cuban mayonnaise. I'm sorry. Whoever's
think-
making
No.
those, that's wrong.
Well, what did they do? They mix mustard with mayonnaise?
Mhm.
Oh.
Well, that one, but I've seen it with just,
Interesting.
you know, I've seen the mayonnaise separate,
All right.
like mayonnaise on top and mustard on the bottom, or whatever, and then
My.
it
Some
put
people
together.
are watching the Cubans around here. That's
Yeah,
not okay.
they're just, yeah, there's got to be some kind of rules here. You can't just
Yes.
be putting whatever together and calling it a
Anything from
Cuban.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no.
I
Just-
like it.
I don't like the pickles either.
These are definitely interesting.
Like this
facts.
picture is
Yeah.
showing like full pickles on there.
Yeah, we got to put this picture on the video. It looks delicious right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, thanks, Rob, for the interesting fun
Yeah,
facts
I didn't
about
know that,
Tampa.
Rob.
Yeah, there's some things that are just, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, one more.
Okay.
One more. And this one's a good one. Well, two more. Two more.
Two more, okay.
The world's longest continuous sidewalk is Bayshore Boulevard.
I knew
Really?
that
The
one.
world.
Nah, what?
Take it in, dude. The world.
I always
It's
been wanting to
4.5 miles long.
Damn.
That's crazy.
You would think there would be a longer one.
Mm-hmm.
4.5 miles don't seem like it'd be a Guinness Book of World
No.
Records,
I
but
would love to rollerblade on that.
I know. It's a nice sidewalk.
you can rollerblade.
It is.
Yeah, you never seen the Big Dog on rollerblade?
No,
We've
I don't see anybody on rollerblades anymore.
Get the rollerblade.
Yeah. Get the rollerblade. You got rollerblades at home? Seriously?
No, I don't anymore, but
See?
I'll put them on.
We all need
Put
to
them
do
on.
this.
Get your leotards on. Go out on Bayshore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, yeah.
That is happening.
If we could do that, yeah, if that's happening. We're gonna film. We'll
100%.
film it and bring it to you guys
We will.
for sure.
Oh my God.
100%. How about you know the Spanish American War? Mm-hmm. You do? Okay. In 1898. Well, who is involved in that? Who led the Rough Riders?
I don't know who.
Come on.
Spain?
Don't you know your history? No.
Was it Ponce de Leon?
No. Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh,
Teddy.
Roosevelt, okay.
Teddy. They were actually stationed here in Tampa before they shipped out for that war.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
When they stormed the hill. They stormed the hill.
I like it.
And you guys know the Big Cat Rescues here. That's a sanctuary where you can go see a lot of I've been there, actually.
Big cats. Are you talking about like panthers and?
Like everything, like tigers and lions and
Oh, wow.
even a liger. Last time I was there, they had a
What's
liger.
a liger?
It's a lion and a tiger together,
Oh.
like that got mated.
Interesting.
That thing
Okay.
is huge.
Well,
Yeah, have you
I'll
never
take
seen
a
a
look.
liger? Oh,
first
man.
time I heard of a
I've
liger.
never
Really?
heard of a liger before either.
You gotta YouTube it.
Yeah.
Oh my
A
God.
liger. The thing was probably like I don't even know, man, like 1,200 pounds. This thing was huge.
Wow.
It's a big, best of both worlds. It's a killing machine.
All right. Well, thanks, Rob. Those are some awesome facts about Tampa. We'll have to post a
Yep.
link to an article about that in case anyone wants to check out a little bit more fun facts on the Tampa area. Definitely,
Yeah.
take a look.
We'll put a link in the bottom. In the bottom, like by
right.
magic. It always happens in the bottom.
Oh my God. Well, going back to those Cuban sandwiches, why don't we talk a little bit about what we've done in Tampa this week? Have you tried any new restaurants or, what have you been up to? Anything fun?
I didn't try any new restaurants,
No.
but
Okay.
what did I do? You said I did something, didn't I?
Yeah, well, we did
you?
have the client. Remember, with the pre-listing inspection, we got his house painted.
Nice.
He needed his house painted, so
Yep.
try to beautify the house. That's what we did
That's
for a client.
dedication right there. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I tried a couple new restaurants. As you know, I have my website and social media, Let's Talk Tampa. So I always try to try out the new restaurants throughout the Bay Area. One place I just recently posted about is called the Blind Tiger Cafe.
Oh.
It was really good. I got some breakfast tacos and one of the best iced coffees I've ever had. And that was located in South Howard area.
Okay.
But they've got locations in Seminole Heights, Ybor City, West Chase.
Yeah, from what I understand, I mean, that guy is, he's taken over the Tampa area. Like,
Yeah, it sounds
legit.
like it. Yeah, from what you've told me, it's very interesting. He sounds like he's doing a lot of big things.
Yeah, oh, here it
I
is.
think
I seen the article about
Is he
it.
trying to do like carts inside of businesses or something with
Oh,
his coffee
he
carts or
does like
something?
a subscription service to businesses, so they
That's
can,
nice.
yeah, they'll deliver it
Coffee?
and handle all their coffee, like, in the office,
It's definitely something
like these
to
big
look
offices.
into if you own a
But
business.
I mean, this guy, he owns the Black and Denim clothing company. He's
Wow.
39 years old, only
Oh
39.
my gosh! Wow.
That's a great idea.
He's your age, right?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah,
39.
We gotta get him on the podcast.
He does co-work Ybor. There's
Co-work
another,
Ybor, okay.
yeah, I think that's another co-working space.
Huh.
That's not called the Factory 114, like this one.
Shout out to the Factory 114.
Heck yeah. But there's a few of those Blind Tiger locations.
Yeah, it was so good. I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, did you get food
100%.
there or just
I did.
coffee?
I got breakfast tacos, and I'll be honest, I don't normally eat all the food that I purchase for my post, but that one I finished the whole plate. It was so good.
Really?
It was so good. They could put a little sriracha on top. It was super spicy. So if you're not a spicy person, maybe have them take that off.
What do you normally do with the extra food that you supposedly
Sometimes I
have?
take it home.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I just, I can't carry it around all day, so I have to throw it away.
You don't
But-
donate it and give it to like one of these
I don't
guys
know, it might be
walking
kind of weird if I
around.
just walk up to someone with some food. half-eaten
I
food.
did that once. I mean, we were up in Charlotte, and me and my brother and my best friend were up there for some concerts.
Yeah.
And we got like a ton of wings from Hooters.
Oh, okay.
And the same thing. We're like, we were going out. We weren't going back somewhere
not gonna
where
go
we were
home.
gonna put it, and be in the fridge or whatever.
Right.
So I mean, I found a homeless guy was on the side of the road,
That was
asking
nice.
for stuff, and
Aw.
yeah, I said, I go, here, man, have some wings,
Nobody's
and
gonna turn down wings.
No,
Enjoy it, yeah.
Especially Hooters wings, those
Oh,
are
man.
delicious.
yeah,
Oh, it's so nice of you. Well, maybe I'll have to look into doing
that was
something like
nice.
that.
yeah, just be careful.
Yeah,
Like,
you just never know. So
yeah, you're I'm the guy.
yeah, it's so different for women. So, but yeah, you definitely need to check out the Blind Tiger Cafe. It was
Blind
really good.
Tiger. Yeah, I could use some of that right now.
Yeah.
Why does the tiger got to be blind? Anyway, I want to know the story. I want to talk to
what's the
him
name? 'Cause
actually.
we're gonna get him on the
Roberto
podcast.
Torres.
We'll reach out to him.
Roberto Torres. What made you come up with that name, Blind Tiger? I don't know. Did you just imagine in your head like a tiger, like walking in the walls and trees or whatever?
I don't know, but they've got good food and coffee.
I want to know how it relates to coffee.
Let's see, what else did I do? I tried out a new cake shop, so I'll post about that on my website. It's called A Piece of Cake. It was delicious. I walked into the bakery and the smell overwhelmed me.
Cake's always good.
It smelled like someone's baking all day.
That's a good smell.
So yeah, I'll post about that. You gotta check that one out, A Piece of Cake.
I see where this is going. It's about food.
Yep.
It's about food. Bigdogg, you getting hungry, man?
Bigdogg's already hungry once you mention Cubans.
Yeah.
I got tacos. I mean, where's the food?
Yeah.
Listen, we can't even talk anymore. We're just preoccupied with food on our mind.
Well, speaking of that, we always do a restaurant of the week. So, Bigdogg, you got a restaurant of the week for us this
Yeah, what
week?
do you
Got a
like?
Favorite?
What do you like? You don't, and you can't say Duo Michi because we did that
every
one.
Friday we make pizza day.
Pizza
down in
day.
Ybor City.
Pizza Friday.
Nice.
It's
What do
kinda
you like?
hard.
Well, what kind of food do you like? Like,
He
Italian
likes all the food that
I'm
fits in
more
his
into
mouth.
authentic food. So, my wife is Vietnamese, so I love Vietnamese food, Thai food. So there's several Vietnamese restaurants in the Tampa Bay area.
There are.
Yeah, so they're all great.
Which one do you like?
Well, I can't.
What's your favorite?
What's your
I
favorite?
don't know. I can't
Pick
say
one.
the name of it.
Pick one. Hey, you need my twister board to pick one?
Yeah, but you could go try Song Hong on Fowler. That's a real good one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
What do you
Okay.
order there?
I'm sorry, I meant Saigon Bay.
Saigon Bay.
Saigon Bay.
Okay.
Shout out Saigon
On
Bay.
Fowler.
Yes,
Yeah.
Saigon
I usually
Bay.
get the pork chop plate. You get 2 big pork chops with a sunny side up egg, rice, cucumber. I mean, it's only $10, guys. Man, I'm telling you, you're eating like a king.
$10. You get 2 pork chops and an egg.
chops. You got a sunny side up egg with the lettuce, cucumber, tomatoes, and rice.
Yum.
Man, it's the best.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm gonna go with something
Okay.
that you just brought. I didn't think. I'm like, where the hell have I been in last week?
Yeah.
But we went to First Watch.
First what?
Yeah, me, you, and Ray Combs for
Ray
breakfast.
Combs,
Okay.
Last week before we went and shot that Everson video.
That's right.
Was it good?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I've tried a couple things. Like I had their this time I had the eggs and like a classic kind of breakfast with eggs and sausage and hash browns or whatever.
It's definitely good.
The last time I had French toast. That was really good.
Ooh, that sounds good right now.
Yeah. What about you? What's your?
I think one of my favorite restaurants in Tampa has to be Haven, which is
Haven.
on Howard Avenue in Soho. It's an offspring of Burns Steakhouse. So it's a little more casual, but it is amazing. The service is top notch. The food is just incredible. Last time I was there, we got a huge charcuterie board. We got these little tacos and just all sorts of things. It was they hit everything on the mark. So Haven. Yep, you got to try it. Haven.
Yeah.
Where is it? Soho.
Soho. Yep, it's just right down the road from the Green Lemon and from the Blind Tiger. It's just right. It is delicious, but you got to get reservations because.
Oh really? You need reservations
Yeah,
too?
I would say so, because otherwise you might be waiting a little bit.
Have you ever tried that other one? That one, I don't know what it's called, but you basically cook your own steak on a stone or something. You know what that one is?
The melting pot?
No, it's some new one. I think it's down in Soho.
Is that Salt Black Rock or something like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
something
I've
something
heard
along
about
those
that,
lines. Yeah, and
I've
they,
never tried that.
Soho
I'm
is
like,
the spot.
yeah, you got. Well, yeah, Soho's got some good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Burns is down there. What do you think? Like, what do you prefer? Like Ruth's, Chris, or Burns, or Charlie's? Like, if you had, listen, you wanted to impress somebody from out of town for steak, and they wanted steak. Where would you bring them?
I definitely will bring them to where you're saying, because
Yeah, but which one? Which one do you think is better, Burns, Ruth Chris, or Charlie's? Or is there another one that you would pick?
Burns.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burns.
I mean, Burns just hits every mark too. You know, service is great, the experience is great.
It's like a 3-hour tour right there.
It is. Yeah. You get to walk
You
through the
did say you want to
kitchen.
impress somebody.
Yeah, I guess so.
What about you? What
At
would
breakfast, I like all of them. I think Charlie's probably is the least impressive as far as. I mean, they do some cool things where they bring out the cuts and show you
Oh,
the
I forgot
cuts, and
about
then you
that,
get to
yeah.
choose and whatever.
Nice, yeah.
But Ruth's Chris is a little more
Ruth's Chris is
formal, like
Yeah.
you know, the waiters are really on top. Burns obviously too. I mean, some of those waiters
Yeah.
have been there like 30 years.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But Burns, yeah, it's got the whole dessert thing.
Oh, the dessert
Going
room.
on, yeah, the
speaking
dessert
of that,
room,
You
like-
have to get the iced coffee, the Burns iced coffee. If you ever go to the dessert room, that is the best iced coffee I've ever had.
Yeah, if you got
100%.
room.
Hands down, yeah.
Yeah.
You make room for this, I promise. You gotta try
You
it.
make room for it.
Making room for it.
Oh,
Awesome.
when you
Oh
come
my
out of
God.
there, you're pretty full.
Well, now that we're all super hungry.
Yeah, right?
Oh my
Pizza
God.
Friday.
Yes, I think lunchtime is coming soon.
You know, I'd like to do that. I gotta
Yeah.
see if is that owner's name in Duamici? Is it Gio?
Oh,
You remember?
I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure.
I thought it was Gio or something. But we should see if we can
Bring
do
him over
this,
here.
Yeah.
or no, do this over there. Why not
That
bring
would be
this
really cool.
That would be a great idea.
over there?
He would
Huh?
love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he would like that a lot.
let's do
What do you
it.
think, guys?
And we can have some pizza and talk our,
and
you know,
podcasting.
talk our nonsense on live at the pizza place.
I like it.
That's a great idea.
Oh, good call.
We'll have to ask him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to next time we're in
Yeah.
there.
We could
See.
be this afternoon. It is Pizza Friday.
Yeah, could be this
There you
afternoon.
go. So let's
The events.
events, Tampa events. You know, we've got a hurricane supposedly coming. So
What's the event? Survive.
survive the hurricane.
Survive.
The event
That's
is in your own house this weekend. No events going on.
Survive. Start out just like get your Netflix list together
Yeah.
and start early just in case that shit goes down.
Yeah, power.
Yes. Then
Yeah, well,
pull
that's
out
what I'm
the
saying.
board
Start
games.
early, like
Yeah.
you know, whatever. Take your time off, whatever it's gonna be, you know. So you're home. If maybe they call off work or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, start watching that. Get that list together and start watching stuff.
Yep. Old school style, like it.
Yeah, and then have the. Oh yeah, that's another thing you gotta have. Playing cards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, maybe some Monopoly, some Twister. Like we had
know a
earlier.
great Twister.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
Twister,
man.
whatever it is, the game you like to play, the trivia. Oh, we
Yeah.
forgot that. We were going to do the trivia with the big
Oh,
dog.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Man.
I tell you guys would have got me too, because it's been a while since I played a board game.
Oh
I don't
man.
think
We'll do some
I don't think
trivia.
there's a lot of
We'll see.
people out there that play board games
Yeah.
anymore.
Next time you're on, we'll
We'll
do
save it for next time for
do
sure.
a
With the big
trivia.
dog.
Well, let's finish up with one quick real estate tip. Again, we're all local realtors for the Tampa area, Tampa, St. Pete, Pasco County. If you ever have any questions, please contact us.
Yeah.
Our information will be below this video. And Rob, take it away. What's your quick tip for the week?
My quick tip is don't wait to get insurance, or at least lock down a policy. Because right now, like if you're close to, well, even closing today, I don't know if you waited till the last minute to get insurance for your new home, you might be blocked from doing so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because once that hurricane is within the zone,
yeah, you can't get it.
insurance is
Active
shut
storm.
down.
So,
Yeah.
yep.
I don't
No
know.
one's gonna get bound. They're insurance bound.
Yeah.
So, that's a
yeah.
great
If somebody
one.
and if somebody tells you they can insure you,
Is
they're
it too
probably
late
not.
now? I think they already got the whole Florida state.
Yeah, I
under,
think it's probably too late.
once it goes into a state of emergency, I think it's shut down.
Yeah, they got what they call like a cone or whatever. They got if it's within that, I mean you're
Oh,
done.
That stinks. Well,
Let's hope
hopefully.
you still got time, and if you don't,
It'll delay your closing.
Yeah.
you ain't gotta worry about it. It's going Naples.
Yeah. Unless you're in Naples, then you gotta worry.
Well, cheers
But-
to Naples. Thank you guys so much for checking in with us today. Thank you, Big Dog,
Thank you for having
for
me.
being here. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so much
It
fun.
was good.
Had a great time.
We had a
Yeah.
good time.
Awesome.
Next time we'll ask you some questions.
I'm looking
And
forward to it.
yeah, we'll do like a little trivia, maybe a little. Besides this, do the Tampa trivia
Learn a lot
or
of
general
things today.
trivia.
Yeah.
I did not know any of this Tampa stuff.
Yeah, and how long were you
That's
here?
awesome.
28 years.
28 years you
A lot
lived
of Tampa I
here.
don't know about, so I
Yeah.
did learn some things. Thank you, Rob.
There's
Hey,
a lot to learn.
that's
Yeah,
what we're
thank
here
you.
for.
Aw.
You know, and you thought it was just for your entertainment. No, we're
Yeah.
here to provide
We're
value
teaching.
and entertainment.
At the same time.
Yeah,
Yes.
information, education.
Aw.
You learned yourself something.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again for listening. Thanks for watching. We're off to go get some Cubans and pizza. So we'll see
Some
you
Cuban
next
pizza.
time.
Maybe Cuban on the pizza.
I love it.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.